Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. Today we're going to make kale chips. And these are really fast and easy and they're addictive. They're so amazing. And you use a dehydrator for this recipe, but if you don't have a dehydrator, you can just put them in your oven at a really low temperature, the lowest your oven will go. And that will work good too. That'll work fine. I have a Vitamix, so I'm going to use this to grind things. If you don't have a Vitamix, you can use a food processor to grind your sunflower seeds and mix this all together. But if you don't have a Vitamix, you might want to use your food processor for the sesame seeds instead of the sesame seeds. It doesn't really break it down as well as the Vitamix, so you can use tahini in this recipe. So every other thing is the same. So we start with sunflower seeds, and all the seeds in this recipe have been soaked, sprouted, and dehydrated, and you can look at my staple stash video to learn more about that. These are the sunflower seeds. Put those in there. And then I'm going to grind these up real quick. And to do that, the trick is to start on low and just pulse it just to get it started. So you can just turn it on low and then just pulse it like that. And then turn it up. Once they're moving around in there, you can turn it up. Okay, now turn it up to high and just pulse. And you see how it breaks them up? You only have to do this about 5 or 6 times. And you have this wonderful powder. And if you go any longer than that, or you leave the Vitamix on too long, you'll have a nut butter. So that's why you're just pulsing it like that. You see how it's just a powder. So I'm going to put this, transfer this to a bowl. And next we're going to put all of our soft vegetables in here. Now these kale chips are different than a lot of kale chips you see out there that are just oil and salt, basically. Some of them have oil, salt, and a few spices. Well, I like to put nourishment in all my recipes, so I'm using the sunflower seeds, and I'm using red bell pepper, so give it a lot of good nourishment, and some celery. So I've got a couple celery sticks. That in there. So you've got your soft stuff on the bottom. Just helps the Vitamix process better. And then I'm going to put about a 1/4 cup of lemon juice, which is about that much, and some sesame seeds. Now this is the part where if you're using the Vitamix, it's great. Use sesame seeds. It's a lot cheaper. It's about 1/4 the price of tahini. But if you don't have a high-speed blender, use tahini. And then you'd use about 1/3 of a cup of tahini. And we're going to be putting curry. I like curry. But you can put any spice you like in this. You can use oregano, basil, thyme, whatever you like. And I'm putting a little cumin. Those are cumin seeds. And you don't have to break down the cumin seed with Vitamix, so you can just use that just like that. But if you don't have that Vitamix, then you want to use cumin powder, ground cumin. And this is onion granules or onion powder, and a little sea salt and dry mustard. I think what these are as I look at them. A little cayenne or chipotle, whatever you have. And that's it. Blend all this together. And that's it. Now this could be a salad dressing. You don't have to use this as your coating for your kale chips. You can just use this as a salad dressing. That would work just as well. But we're making kale chips. So there's the kale. 3 bunches of kale. It's a lot of kale, about 60 leaves of kale. And I went ahead and deveined this already. Took the stalks off, but this is how you do it. Just hold it and pull. That's it, that's all you do. And then break it up into like whatever size, about palm size pieces. And you have to remember not to break it down too much because as it dehydrates, they get smaller. These pieces will get smaller as they dry. So that's all you do. Just pull on your kale like this. That's it. And if you want to, you can steam the stems and eat them later in a stew or in a soup. But try them first to make sure you like them, because they are a little bitter sometimes to some people, but a lot of people like them, so try them out, see if you like them. And that's all you do. Oh, one more. Okay, they're all broken down. So you've got all that. And now this is the fun part. You need your hands for this. Sprinkle this on top. And pour your dressing over it. Every last drop. And blend it in. This is the important part. You have to use your hands for this. Can't really do this any other way. And you can feel that you're getting all of those leaves coated with the dressing. And this is enough to fill 7 dehydrator trays of kale chips. So you're going to fill your whole dehydrator with one recipe. And you don't have to refrigerate these. They just, when they're dried out, you can just store them at room temperature. All right, now you put this on your dehydrator trays. So you put about a handful on each tray. Fill all 7 trays. Put this in the dehydrator at 110 degrees. Until they're crisp, which can be about 12 to 24 hours, depends on your dehydrator, but that's about it. And there you are, beautiful kale chips. And this is what the finished product looks like. And for more videos like this one, check out our social media pages and visit our website, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.